Ever notice those thick red and black wires snaking out from a battery under the hood of a car? Or maybe tucked inside a boat engine or solar setup? They might look simple, but they're powering everything behind the scenes. They're called battery cables, and they're way more important than they first appear. Today, we're diving into what they are, how they work, and why choosing the right one could be the difference between smooth sailing and a dead start. Right here on History of Simple Things. So let's start with the basics. What exactly are battery cables? Battery cables are thick, insulated wires designed to connect a battery to a vehicle or system's electrical components. Typically, they're made of copper or aluminum wiring wrapped in heavy-duty insulation to withstand heat, corrosion, vibration, and exposure to the elements. The two most common cables you'll see are the positive cable, usually red, and the negative cable, which is typically black. These cables connect the battery to the starter, alternator, fuse box, and sometimes directly to the chassis or ground. Their main job is to transfer electrical power from the battery to the system that needs it, whether that's starting your car, running your boat's motor, or powering a backup generator. Think of battery cables as the veins in an electrical system. Just like veins carry blood to where it's needed in the body, battery cables carry electricity to the parts of your vehicle or setup that need power. Not all battery cables are built the same. In fact, they come in various sizes, types, and applications. One of the first things you'll notice when shopping for battery cables is the gauge number. This refers to the thickness of the wire. The lower the number, the thicker the cable, and the more electrical current it can carry. For example, a 1/0 AWG 1/0 cable is thick and can carry a lot of current, making it ideal for heavy-duty vehicles, marine applications, or RVs. On the other hand, something like a 6 AWG cable might be perfectly fine for smaller vehicles or basic solar setups. There are also battery cable assemblies, which come pre-terminated with lugs or terminals, and bulk battery cable you can cut to custom lengths and attach connectors yourself. Some cables are even designed for flexibility, such as welding cable or marine-grade cable, which are perfect for environments with lots of movement or vibration. Depending on what you're using them for, you might need a specific type. Automotive battery cables are generally stiff and rugged, marine cables are corrosion-resistant, and industrial or off-grid cables are often built to handle extreme loads over longer distances. Okay, now that we know what they are and the types available, let's dive into why battery cables are so important. Simply put, if your battery cables aren't working properly, your entire system could fail to operate. That could mean your car won't start, your RV appliances won't power up, or your solar inverter might not charge properly. Good battery cables ensure maximum conductivity and minimal voltage drop. If a cable is undersized or has corroded connections, it can create resistance. That resistance leads to heat, which can damage the wire or surrounding components, and in some cases, it can even be a fire risk. It's not just about power delivery either. The ground cable or negative cable is equally important. A poor ground can result in all sorts of weird electrical issues, from flickering lights to failed sensors to inconsistent starting. If you've ever jiggled a cable under the hood and your car suddenly starts, it's usually the ground causing the issue. So yeah, these cables may look simple, but they're absolutely essential to keeping your systems powered, safe, and reliable. Like anything else in your vehicle or electrical system, battery cables can wear out over time. One of the most common issues is corrosion, especially at the terminals. You might have seen a white or bluish powder buildup at the connection points. That's corrosion, and it can really interfere with current flow. Another issue is fraying or cracking of the cable insulation. If you notice any exposed wires, or if the cable feels brittle, it's time to replace it. Damaged cables not only reduce efficiency, but can be dangerous. Loose connections are another big problem. Even if the cable itself is in good condition, a loose terminal won't carry current properly. Always make sure the connections are tight and secure. Routine maintenance is simple. Every couple of months, take a quick look at the battery terminals and cables. Clean off any corrosion with a wire brush or a mixture of baking soda and water. Apply a little dielectric grease to help prevent future buildup, and check that the cables are tightly secured. So how do you choose the right battery cable for your setup? First off, determine the amperage requirement of the device or system you're powering. Then figure out the distance between the battery and the component. The longer the run, the thicker the cable needs to be, because long cables naturally have more resistance. If you're unsure, there are plenty of gauge calculators online that let you input your voltage, amperage, and distance to determine the right cable size. Next, think about the environment. Will the cable be exposed to water, oil, or constant movement? Then, you might want marine-grade or a highly flexible welding cable. If it's going to be stationary and protected, a standard automotive battery cable may do just fine. Lastly, don't cheap out. Invest in cables with pure copper conductors and quality insulation. Aluminum cables are cheaper, but they're not as efficient, and they tend to degrade faster over time. In critical systems, cutting corners isn't worth the risk. If you're planning to replace your battery cables yourself, here's a quick tip. Disconnect the negative terminal first, then the positive. This reduces the chance of shorting the battery. When installing new cables, make sure the contact surfaces are clean and the terminals are crimped or soldered securely. Once everything's connected, tighten the terminals snugly, but don't over-tighten. You don't want to strip anything. And remember, always wear safety gloves and eye protection when working around batteries. A little safety goes a long way. Thank you for watching. If you have suggestions for our next video, feel free to share them in the comments below. We'll be sure to give you an acknowledgement for your contribution. Thank you for joining us on this journey through the history of simple things. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and stay tuned for more stories woven through the smallest details.